Welcome back to Esoteric Home. I'm John, and tonight I want to talk about something that I've been doing for really about the past 2 months. You probably have heard of it. It's called the Gateway Experience or the Gateway Tapes. There was a recently declassified CIA document that came out about how the government was investing all this research into basically exploring consciousness, exploring out-of-body experiences, and they had trained people to do remote viewing. Basically being able to remote view targets, get certain details as a form of intelligence gathering, and as well as being able to astral project, which is very much related to that remote viewing field. So I've been doing the Gateway tapes for about a couple months. I'm still on the second one now. There are what they call waves. Each wave is like an MP3, or it used to be a CD. It's about 3.5 hours of these, recordings that are about 35 minutes a piece. So I'm on the second wave. The first one is Discovery, and the second one is Threshold. And my goal has basically been to see if this is a tool that can help me explore my own inner worlds better, to have more controlled out-of-body experiences and astral projections. And so far, I gotta say, I am pretty impressed. Now, I know, being that the CIA was involved in all this, and it does make you wonder. Makes you cautious that there are no sort of like blinds or subliminal programming that you're getting that you weren't really aware of it. And so far I haven't been able to detect anything like that. So pretty cool. So it's basically you start, and it's best used in your headphones, and it's syncing both the left and right hemispheres of your brain, and it does that by creating like binaural beats, right? So it uses frequency and tonality to kind of create brainwave entrainment. And yeah, definitely an interesting tool. I've had definitely very vivid, very altered states of consciousness. It goes through like these different focus levels. It also teaches you these tools that some of us are already familiar with, like color breathing. It does, solving a problem by bringing it to the center of your attention and then expanding out and letting it go, as far as your awareness will, and then coming back with the solution. Affirmations, I am more than my physical body. It definitely has some tools like a box that you put kind of any negative feelings or expectations or emotions into, and then it kind of like cleans it out. And then when you open the box, it's a refreshed perspective, or those states of feeling or mental states are gone or transformed. So all in all, I definitely think it's something worth looking into, as far as exploring your consciousness, whether it's just to gain more knowledge and wisdom about what we are, to pursue those altered states of consciousness that you can reach by breath work or substances or mantras or a whole host of stuff, cold plunges, and as well as for me, what I've been working with is really just trying to have more controlled, deliberate out-of-body experiences. So I've definitely had out-of-body experiences before. I have usually they're unplanned, uncontrolled. Astral projection has been something that I've been interested in for a while. And I gotta say, it does help you get into a much more fluid and easy meditative state. It's like when he goes through these programs, you find yourself falling into a very deep meditative state. Initially, when I started doing it, I would fall asleep, but now I'm getting better at kind of that mind awake, body asleep state that you're looking for, where you're completely relaxed, you're completely still, and your body will start to fall asleep while your mind stays awake. It's a very peculiar feeling. And recently, in the past 2 months, I've been consistently getting to the part where you start to feel this very almost uncomfortable vibration in your body, and your body kind of wants to move, and it wants to roll over, it has to itch. And the goal is kind of just to stay there relaxed and not move. So I've been getting to that spot where I'm about to go out of my body. I'm about to go out of my body, and I'm working at that kind of, I'm there. I get there consistently, and then what'll happen is I definitely do go out of my body, but then it's also trying to hold on to the memory of the experience or not have any noises or distractions bring you back. And it's definitely fascinating. I am going to go ahead and continue to do it. I'll probably do all 8 waves. There's some people who have put out their experience about what they went through going through these tapes, and yeah, a cool tool. It doesn't use any spirits. It's not, it's kind of a relatively new technology, 60s and 70s. A lot of the stuff that is probably familiar to people who are, interested in these kind of things. But if you haven't done it, definitely consider doing it. The way that I look at it is if these tools help you live a more fulfilled and complete whole life, then use them. And they don't, if they don't work for you, that's okay. Like I talked with my sister, and she didn't really get a lot out of it when she did it, but for me, I definitely noticed a change. I definitely am more aware of my energy field. I'm able to move my attention, my focus, able to relax more consistently, quicker. And yeah, I'll keep reporting back about, any sort of out-of-body experiences or astral projections of note. My dreams have been very, very, very wild, and definitely have been processing a lot of stuff. I feel like, whenever you do this type of work, this type of inner work, it's going to kick up, it's going to almost like, shake sometimes the foundations of yourself. So a lot of very vivid dreams with storylines and characters, and that I kind of have to sit and like ponder the next day, like, oh, wow, that was like a whole movie, like a whole trilogy. It's and then kind of deduce the meaning of my own personal gnosis from it. But yeah, so far I recommend it. I definitely want to go through all of them, which may take me maybe 6 months to a year, depending upon how quickly I go through them. I am kind of going through each wave once and then going back through it, twice or 3 times. It has a lot of different tools and techniques, and then they kind of build upon each other. So if I find that, hey, like I want to kind of get the full experience of this technique, I'll go back and repeat it. I've been doing it with my wife as well, so we've both been doing it, kind of comparing notes. And yeah, I don't sense anything nefarious. I don't sense anything really like programmy, like, deceptive, anything like that. But I always want to make sure that I put out stuff that I kind of have done and that I consider it safe. And so far it feels that way. Now, each level, like I said, builds upon the next. I'm on like focus 12, and I think it goes up into the 20s. And I believe in the next few ones is really when you start getting into the remote viewing, out of body stuff. This is kind of just so far, stacking that initial foundation to help you get through there, making you realize, hey, you're not just your physical body. You're more than your physical body, your consciousness, and consciousness is not limited by time and space, and neither are you. And you can do all these different things with these subtle energy fields when you can focus on them and kind of become in tune with them. So like I said, a lot of us kind of already know that stuff. We're aware of certain energetic systems and fields and layers of reality and dimensions that not a lot of other people are, but definitely a cool tool. So check it out. I will put a link in the description. I am an affiliate for this, so I'll get a small commission if you buy through my link. But do your own research. Check it out. See if it's something for you. See if it calls to you, if it resonates with you. They have a bunch of other free stuff, so don't feel pressured to buy it. I think each wave for the MP3 is like $80, $85, so it is rather expensive. You can get all of them for I think $500-600, but I just decided to go one at a time. Like, let me see if this is something I'm into, if I want to keep investing more. But so far, a couple months in, about 1 CD one complete album a month. And I take breaks here and there, but yeah, consistently have been doing it. I've had good results, have definitely felt the benefit of the tools, even if it's just a refresher, like, oh, you can breathe different colors into your aura and it will change the way you feel and change the way you perceive things. Tools for kind of calming down your mental chatter, going into that relaxed meditative state. So pretty cool. I could start to see sounds, and you definitely a lot of psychic visions popping in and out. The remote viewing stuff, I haven't really tried. It's definitely something that's fascinating. There's a lot of people out there that are doing it, putting content out about what they experience, what their targets. But yeah, just because this kind of field goes hand in hand with magic and a lot of the spirituality stuff, it's a very fascinating tool, and I will definitely continue to update you as I progress through it. But so far, 2 months in, 2 waves, I definitely am gaining a lot of value, and will continue to go through the whole thing. So wherever you are, I hope you're doing well. I hope life is treating you with the respect and the abundance and all the things that you want and deserve. And I will talk to you here in the next one.